Hello everyone. This video is in continuation where we have started a new chapter, grade 11th cell. In last video we have done the important pointers, the scientists and all. In this video we'll talk about the cell, their shape and sizes, and we'll see why different shape and sizes are there. Plus we'll also discuss about the different types of cells. So watch the video till the end. You will get all the important 1 marker questions for your notes on the board at the end of the video. Shapes and sizes. Now first of all, you must have seen that different cells, they have different type of shapes. The shape can be amoeba shaped, it can be cylindrical, it can be round, it can be disc shaped. Fine. So there can be multiple shapes of the cells. We'll draw a few and then we'll talk about why they have different type of shapes. For example, if we talk about the very common shape, the amoeba shaped cell, then we have these rectangular cells. Then of course we have these. We'll name them afterwards. Abhi pehle we'll just make them out. Fine. So these cells, this type of a shape, a very common shape which you could easily recall, I guess, this shape. Fine. So here again a very common shape, this shape of a cell. Here we have cells with this kind of a shape. Fine. We have cells with this kind of a shape. Fine. So we have multiple cells with multiple type of shapes. Fine. Now we'll write. This is a WBC, has this amoeboid shape so that it can easily move, it can easily squeeze out from the blood vessels. This maybe rectangular, it can be mesophyll cells, cylindrical cells can be skeletal muscles also. So we can multiple. This is a very common shape, so we'll write mesophyll cells in plants. This of course guard cells. Fine. This RBC, the disc shaped structure RBC. Why this has this shape? Because the nucleus has been removed from here to increase its efficiency to carry more oxygen. So we can clearly relate the shape to the function. This of course is a nerve cell. Why this type of a shape? Because it forms a chain so that it can easily conduct the messages. So we can relate the shape to the function. This is a choanocyte, collar shaped structure, stinging cells help the organism. This is chlamydomonas. Fine. So there are multiple shapes of the cells. In spite of this, there are multiple others which I have not even drawn. So the different cells, they have different shapes because the shape and size of the cell helps it to perform its function. This is the main reason. Whatever function is being performed by the cell, this different shape and size is going to facilitate, is going to help the cell to perform that function. That is why different cells, they have different type of shapes and sizes. Now we move to the different types of cells. Now the cells are basically categorized into two on the basis of, the first one is on the basis of the type of nucleus. And the second is on the basis of single or multiple cells or number of cells. So this first division, under this heading we have two main divisions, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Fine. And under number of cells also we have two divisions, unicellular organisms and we have multicellular organisms, the ones which have many cells. So we'll talk about them one by one. The first one, prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cell. Primitive, karyon matlab nucleus. Eukaryotic, advanced, and carry-on for nucleus. So the basic point of differentiation is the nucleus here. In prokaryotic cells, nucleus is not well defined. That means it's just a structure without any covering the genetic material, whereas in case of eukaryotic it is well defined. It has a well defined nucleus wherein there is a nuclear membrane outside which is double membrane, there is a nucleolus present, there is nucleoplasm present, and chromatin fibers as well. So it has a defined nucleus. Again, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, they have one more difference. In prokaryotic cells, no organelle, or if you want to specify, membrane bound organelle present. That means the organelles which have membranes around them, like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, vacuoles, all these have covering around them, whereas these prokaryotes, they only have ribosomes which do not have the coverings, whereas in case of eukaryotic, all organelles are present. Examples now, most important. Prokaryotic, the example is bacterial cell, different types. Eukaryotic example is animal, plant cells, fungus cells. So bacterial cells matlab they belong to monerans. So out of all the 5 kingdoms, Monera belongs to prokaryotes, whereas kingdom Animalia, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Fungi, and also Protista, they belong to eukaryotic cells, or they have eukaryotic cell type. So these are prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells and their major differences. Uni and multicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms which have only one cell acting like whole organism. Multicellular organism made of many cells. Unicellular example bacteria, multi example animal, plant, and all. So all the eukaryotes basically are multicellular, whereas unicellular prokaryotes are basically unicellular. So we have talked about the different shapes and sizes. Why are they important? We have talked about the types of cells: prokaryotic, eukaryotic, uni, and multicellular. In our next video, we'll start specifically with prokaryotic cells. We'll take up one example, its diagram, and we will explain it we'll talk about it in detail. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.